What are extrajudicial killings? Extrajudicial killings are deaths carried out by authorities or government agents without legal trial or due process, whether due to political motives or crime control. EGK bypass legal rights, making them deeply controversial.
We have seen this globally, from political crackdowns to anti-drug campaigns. The question remains, can extrajudicial actions ever be justified in the name of security or control? That's what we will explore in this video essay.
Utilitarianism.
Utilitarian ethics looks at outcomes. Advocates of EGK might argue that such actions quickly neutralize threats, ensuring the safety of the majority even if the individual rights are ignored. Here's the short video for further more explanations.
Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that determines right from wrong by focusing on outcomes. It is a form of consequentialism. Utilitarianism holds that the most ethical choice is the one that will produce the greatest good for the greatest number. It is the only moral framework that can be used to justify military force or war. It is also the most common approach to moral reasoning used in business because of the way in which it accounts for costs and benefits. However, because we cannot predict the future, it's difficult to know with certainty whether the consequences of our actions will be good or bad. This is one of the limitations of utilitarianism. Utilitarianism also has trouble accounting for values such as justice and individual rights. For example, assume a hospital has 4 people whose lives depend upon receiving organ transplants: a heart, lungs, a kidney, and a liver. If a healthy person wanders into the hospital, his organs could be harvested to save 4 lives at the expense of 1 life. This would arguably produce the greatest good for the greatest number. But few would consider it an acceptable course of action, let alone the most ethical one. So, although utilitarianism is arguably the most reason-based approach to determining right and wrong, it has obvious limitations.
Deontology.
On the other hand, deontology emphasizes principles regardless of outcomes. Every person deserves fair treatment and legal representation, and EJKs violate these basic rights, making them unethical.
Here's the short video for further more explanations.
Deontology. Deontology is an ethical theory that uses rules to distinguish right from wrong. It is often associated with philosopher Immanuel Kant. Kant believed that ethical actions follow universal moral laws, such as don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat. Deontology is simple to apply. It just requires that people follow the rules and do their duty. This approach tends to fit well with our natural intuition about what is or isn't ethical. Unlike consequentialism, which judges actions by their results, deontology doesn't require weighing the costs and benefits of a situation. This avoids subjectivity and uncertainty because you only have to follow set rules. Despite its strengths, rigidly following deontology can produce results that many people find unacceptable. For example, suppose you're a software engineer and learn that a nuclear missile is about to launch that might start a war. You can hack the network and cancel the launch, but it's against your professional code of ethics to break into any software system without permission. And it's a form of lying and cheating. Deontology advises not to violate these rules. However, in letting the missile launch, thousands of people will die.
Human rights and legal. Impacts OFEJKs.
Extrajudicial killings violate fundamental human rights, particularly the right to life. This action undermines international agreements and weakens trust in the rule of law.
In countries where AJKs occur, legal systems deteriorate and fear spreads. Families are torn apart, communities live in fear, and justice becomes a distant dream.
That I am committed to stop drugs before I go out. Which means to say, Father, Monsignor, Bishop, which means to say, marami pang patayan to. Kasi lumalaban talaga yan.
Ay kusang loob. Aking mga sinasaad at sinasaad. Na ako.
Kareno Prime Feeding Program. Kasi pwede na sir, mga ilan sila? 100 na po.
Okay na po siya.
Estratehiya ng ating mahal na presidente para bigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga drug addict, drug pusher na makapagbagong buhay. Mayroon pong programa ang ating pamahalaan kung saan ay bibigyan ng pagkakataon yung mga gustong magbago, magparehab.
Hindi po kayo pwede umalis nang hindi nyo kasama ang inyong mga pasaksyan po ng inyong mga barangay official. At magsisimula po tayo ng ganap ng alas 2 na. Napakatid ko lang po sa inyo ang nananalig.
Kasi lahat na po nakakatakot na po kasi pag hindi tayo susunod sa mga sinasabi ng barangay, baka natatakot po ako na bigla na lang may mangyari masama sa akin.
Nakikiusap po kami sa mga adik, nagbebenta o gumagamit ng ipinagbabawal na gamot na kayo ay kusang sumuko at ang iba ay nag-uwi na. Inuha na mga marami ng adik na sumuko.
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
Never.
Hindi po.
Hindi mo naman siya kailangan subukan para malaman kung masama ba siya talaga.
Ang dami nang nasirang buhay dahil dun.
Marami pa akong pangarap sa buhay na gusto ko to pa rin lahat. Sa akin, wala talagang magandang maidudulot yun.
When I was young, I was taught that drugs were bad.
It's easy to say no pag alam mong masama.
Pag ginawa mo yun, hindi lang naman yung sarili mo sinasaktan mo eh. Hindi pati yung pamilya mo.
Protektahan nila yung sarili nila, sila mismo lumayo dun sa tukso ng droga.
Wag. Wag.
Wag.
Wag. Wag.
Wag.
Iwasan mo ang droga, huwag mong subukan. Masisira ang buhay mo at sa huli ang bayan.
Join us in redefining our approach to justice and happiness. Let's tackle the complexities of happy endings through the lenses of deontology and utilitarianism. Together, let's challenge the status quo, rethink policies like the war on drugs, and strive for solutions that prioritize ethics and collective well-being. Take action today to shape a future where every ending is truly happy for all.